make homemade buttermilk biscuits and tomato gravy.
All right, so we starting out with
3 cups of self-rising flour, a half a stick of chopped cold butter, and probably about a teaspoon of baking powder. Oops. About like that. And then you mix it up real good. I don't usually measure this, but we're going to do about a cup of buttermilk. Start there. I might have to add more. I'm going to add another half cup. So it's about a cup and a half of buttermilk.
She just stirred it up and got it to about like this.
About like a ball. It's still a little wet, but we're going to add more flour to it anyway when we pat it out.
So I guess they call this kneading. I don't know. I've heard that term before.
Yeah. I just do it like this until it don't feel sticky anymore. You can see it's still kind of, in some spots it's still kind of sticky. Did I do it, was it about an inch?
Yeah,
I cut mine out kind of thick.
Maybe an inch and a quarter. Every thick you want it, I guess.
Yeah.
Make it ever have, because they gonna still swell up some, I reckon.
And it's behind you.
Now what do you got here?
I got a little bit of olive oil.
All right.
Still a little sticky.
Yeah.
You can cut that off, can't you? That part.
Now you got the oven preheated at around 400 degrees, it looks like. She's just putting it in an old cast iron skillet. Trying to use it all, it looks like. Squeeze it all in there. Come out pretty close, it looks like. A little bit left over.
Yeah, I'll probably give that to the hog.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let these rise for a few minutes before I stick them in the oven. That way they're not real flat. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna clean up my mess and I'm gonna dice up some potatoes and half an onion because I'm gonna make fried potatoes too. I'm gonna stick my biscuits in.
They've been setting by what,
5
10
minutes,
minutes
yeah.
maybe. She's got the oven preheated, 400 degrees. She went ahead and chopped up the potatoes, get that
Onions.
going. Onions, potatoes.
And this is some country, Old South country sausage, hot. The hot
Yeah,
corn.
they get that up at Walmart here in Philadelphia.
But I'm gonna fry it up and throw it in our gravy.
All right. She's gonna put this Tony Sasheries on there, putting it in that potatoes. She's been cooking these a couple minutes now.
Salt and pepper. Maybe throw a little garlic powder in there.
All right, folks, now she's got this sausage done. So she's taking that up. She's leaving the grease in there. That's how you make the gravy. It's been cooking, you know, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, long enough to get done.
You want to do equal parts grease and equal parts flour.
You need this buttermilk.
No, not yet. It's gonna be a minute. And I'm not using milk in tomato gravy.
Oh, you making tomato gravy?
Yeah, I don't use milk in tomato gravy. I use just tomato stuff and water if I need it. At this stage, you can go ahead and pour your stuff in if you like white gravy, but if you like brown breakfast gravy, you let it cook a little bit longer. Go ahead and add your salt, a little bit of salt and pepper. You'll start smelling it, and it'll get that gravy smell to it. I'll let it go until this stuff's not real watery. Smell it?
Yeah, you can tell. Of course, my nose stays stopped up about half the time.
I love making gravy. But I am going to go ahead and get my tomatoes open. These tomatoes come out of our garden. Eyes like leaning. I add just a little liquid at a time because you can always add more, but you can never take away. Oh, you're not, was you not recording?
You got it.
Okay. When your gravy gets however thick you want it, you go ahead and add your sausage back in there. I have to stir my potatoes.
Now she's got these potatoes about done now. You can tell how you like them. Went ahead and cut them off. We'll check on these biscuits. Still got a little ways to go.
Probably about 5 more minutes.
All right, she biscuits on the top. When they got about to that phase, she turned it on broil. That way it get the top. So you got them a little bit brown on the top.
Yeah. Now I use a whole stick of butter in this recipe. I only use half of it for the dough, and then I take and melt the other half for when it's done.
Pour that butter on there and let it kind of soak on in there. It sounds like it's kind of cooking in. Just got all this done. Tomato gravy, potatoes, biscuits. Ought to be some pretty good eating. I'm ready to try. Coming on in here now, cause she smelled that food going, and that even woke her up. All right, folks, I'm ready to give this stuff a try. Now, I'm not endorsed by Sundrop. And I hope they don't try to say I gotta have some kind of special copyright. If anything, they can send me some free drinks and I will become endorsed. I want the diet ones though, because I'm trying to watch my weight. I ain't endorsed by El Cheapo ketchup neither, but I'll take it. Just get in touch with me. Let me know in the comments below. I ain't endorsed by Tabasco, but I'll sure take that. I hope I don't get this video copyright strike on account of saying these names. Alright, I'm gonna give it a try here. Now potatoes, you know, I mean, how hard is it to cook potatoes? As long as you don't burn them, they probably gonna taste pretty good. Especially with all that crap I put on them. They real good, just like you would expect. I love them. One of the main things about this meal though is the gravy. You know, a lot of people can't get this gravy right, and they sure can't get the biscuits right. Now she nailed it on these biscuits. Some people like their biscuits cooked a little more burnt. I don't. You can easily chop through that with a fork. I don't like biscuits that you have to saw through them. Some people like it like this, so she nailed it this time. This is the way I like them. And she done that by cooking it part of the way on the bottom of the stove and then bringing it up to the top and putting it on broil to finish it off, instead of just cooking it all down at the bottom. But this stuff's still pretty hot.
I've never made it with the sausage in it before. Today's the first.
Well, it worked.
Sausage and tomato gravy.
It is really good. Oh yeah, 5 star. I won't have no trouble cleaning this plate. No problem. Pretty good eating, folks. Mom over here.
I'm for eat mine too.
She woke up, boy, whenever she smelled that food cooking. You know she's gonna give it a try. She give a little different recipe on that gravy this time. She put the sausage in there.
That's good. Ain't good.
I like it.
Ooh, hallelujah.
I ain't having no trouble eating mine.
Man,
already gone.
you done eat all yours?
Yep, pretty much.
Oh, glory to Jesus.
Yeah, she's gobbling it down now. Don't get too carried away. Well, she must like it.
It's good.